It's the third set for these two players now. We have got Genoese Crossbow on his home map. Playing as the Armenians, his home map being Vulpine. And he's up against CharChar, who I realise I have not added the Australian flag to. That's very necessary. We've got our Australian representative in Division C. She's got the Magyars here. And our map is Vulpine. We've got a lot of rocky terrain, very hard to wall, very hard to keep your res safe. We've got a trade workshop in the middle. We saw in week 2 that Genoese Crossbow was playing a mule cart civ then, and his opponent was also playing a mule cart civ. And we ended up in a very interesting situation, but Genbo did get the win eventually. There is a black bear protecting the middle. We've got an early mule cart. There is one straggler tree in with the TC. I don't know if that's meant to happen, but it's there. I'd like to know how all that wood turned into a donkey, but I won't ask any questions. Okay. No straggler trees for CharChar. I think that's an admin re. Res is not level. Uneven res. I am, of course, kidding. But we've got a couple of boars on this map. You do get some chickens out there. You do get a whole lot of foxes around the map. And more chickens and more berries and more foxes. So we see this in Empire Wars a lot. Because it is a Red Bull map for Londinium. And with that map, you do start with 4 villages out to the sides. And that is a lot of foxes. That is a lot of gold that you can take. There we go. Nearly 70 foxes out on the map. Actually, there is 70, because there's another one up here. Okay, let's see what these two have got regarding their builds. Not a lot of idle time. Magyars will want to go for scouts, I imagine. Small good thing here with the foxes, of course, could be regarding the bloodlines timing without needing the use of a mining camp and going to gold. So that could be one to consider. Given we did see again last round, we saw a long feudal from the two players. Seeing Genbo here being a little bit more targeted with the woodline, and in fact has found a spot where there is only 2 trees to cut through. I would like this map to be 2 trees to get through. I don't believe it is normal for there to only be 2 trees, given this is the first time I've seen it, and it's only appeared in that one spot on the entire map. So everywhere else is very much a 3-tile entry, but there is a 2-tile entry here, unless of course he's already cut one and I've missed it. Very possible. Very possible I just missed it. CharChar's laming some of the geese here. Got the high ground. Still down 9 HP, down 12 HP. Time to just run to the TC here. And switch the targets, actually. A deliberate underchop, perhaps. Interesting. We're seeing a barracks now for the Armenians, so we're going to see some more militia, perhaps. It's been a lot of militia and man-at-arms in Division C. Lots of players have utilized it, and I have a feeling we're about to see it again. 21 Vils. Up we go. And it's going to be Dark Age Spears for the Armenians, in fact. Probably good, because you are expecting the Magyars to be up a bit quicker. A little bit of idle time here, too, from Genbo. And it's time for the stable. The Magyar stable. A staple in their gameplay. Scouts are being trained now. Spending res, but as I said, Armenian bonus, being able to get a couple of spears out on the way up. It's quite nice here when you're up against the scout civ. So, pretty good for Genbo there. He's going to drop a range now, so we're going to look at some archers, I would think. Hasn't cut through yet. But I don't think that's far away at all. I am still surprised at the choice maybe to come out here, given it isn't a targeted chop. CharChar going with some long distance here on a couple of the rabbits. I think Khmer would be quite a good civ on this map as well. I reckon you just embrace the openness. So you don't really look to wall too hard in the early game. But you avoid farms and you go out to berries and you go to the foxes and you just drop a house. You go in groups of 5, you drop a house. You get army out. No farming. You just got to be awake. Get your scouts. Get your army out on the fields. Be aggressive. And yeah, just drop a house because you can hide in the houses with the Khmer. Use it as an excuse to drop some houses. And then, of course, once you get to Castle Age, you've got to start thinking about the wider picture and getting the expansion out, you know, dropping TCs out wider. And at that point, you're probably thinking about some wider walls as well. Here we go. Some fights are coming in. It was going to be skirms, in fact, from our Armenian player, avoiding the gold. And is trying to get some walls up. Lots of skirms for... Well, there's not really a lot else. There's not really a lot of reason for skirms at the moment. The scout will run away with 1 HP. There's a blacksmith, probably looking for some armor. And as I said, if you do go take the foxes, you can avoid the mining camp. And you can get bloodlines. So bloodlines is 100 gold. And there we go. CharChar's on it. Take this guy. Go to the next guy. And bang, bloodline's affordable. Actually, it's going to be a little bit of long distancing here as well. Meanwhile, Genbo's cut through. Now you can be a little bit spread out. I love the early gate, immediate gate. I feel like that is an evolution from week 1 to week 2 to week 3 for this map, for this player, and just being like, okay, we get in, we open this, we gate it straight away. And of course, I feel like I haven't mentioned this. It is all visible in, it is visible in the middle. So, even if you are not here, you can always see your opponent trying to cut through. So you know that they are in the middle. You know they have taken the middle. So this is CharChar's viewpoint at the moment. So she can see what we've got here. And that Genbo is in the middle at the moment. CharChar's going to have an advantage to Castle Age now. Very much so. Very, very much so. Doesn't even need the market to go up, but we'll build one now. Downside for sure is that there's now going to be a stone gate behind with a gate behind with a wall piece behind that. In fact, so this is very much a plan to just wall this up and say no. This is mine. No one else's. CharChar likes the Magyars. I think so. I do believe so. Does seem like it's definitely the second time. Second time this tournament, I want to say. Yes. Second time this tournament. I think the Magyars are a great pick on this map. Just because of how open it is and how like quick you can... how damaging the scout play can be and how damaging the cav can be. CharChar's up. Bodkin is the first thing that's coming in. I do find that intriguing. These scouts are going to be light cav soon. They're being harassed and chased. Genbo dropped the wall pieces. And, okay, right now is actually going to build it. There is just that one piece, though. The light cav are trying to get around. Now, you can't fully wall. There is going to be an entrance, and there is the entrance. And CharChar's going to sneak through. CharChar could sneak through. She doesn't. She chooses not to. She's going to back away. Ooh. This could be this could hit hard. Man-at-Arms in. Next. Squires. Third barracks going up. We're seeing Elite Skirmisher. Second TC. Second TC on this side as well. And there's the longsword upgrade. Now we wait. We wait and we wait. There were no upgrades on these skirms, and we're now going to see Fletching come in. I think from CharChar's perspective, perhaps hasn't taken full advantage of the Castle Age timing. Was up a minute and a half earlier, yet didn't really see it taken advantage of. There is going to be a siege workshop built to the left-hand side. Lots of skirms going at it at the moment. Elite skirms, of course. But the advantage in that battle goes to our Australian player, although the long swords are being a nuisance, and they will actually kill a lot of what's here. They are going to force these skirms way back. Way back. Armenian longswords, and now we're seeing archer switch for the Magyars. Maybe cav archers would be better, given the eco setup at the moment. but it's gonna be archers that are looked at. Oh, sorry, I mean, I guess you can do cav archers, cav archers anyway, but longswords, sorry. Longswords will outrun the archers. They won't outrun the cav archers. And these skirms, they need to go home. They need to go home. Lots of res collected in favor of the Armenians here, and they've got double church, stone wall. Like, this is fortified here now. And there are warrior priests on the way out. I reckon they might just be for relics, but also, you know what? It's a really good unit. Third TC now. Is any of this known about? Other way? None of this is known about at the moment. What have we got in here? One ram at the moment. Oh, two-handed swordsman on the way now. That's a lot of long swords out here. This push is... This push is going to be devastating, I think. This push is going to... This push is going to do some work, and we can see Genbo's getting the relics. There's some feudal age archers, but it's two-handed swords with double armor. Yeah, this is gonna be a hard one to stop. Cav archers are now being trained, but I worry for CharChar here. She's gonna need a top effort to defend this. Getting bloodlines now, getting cav archers. Just not having a way to play the middle, which is not just given up these this res that comes from the workshop. It's the 6 relics that the Armenians are going to have. This is number 5, and I think this warrior priest is going for number 6. There's a lot here. There is a lot here. It's 3 TCs each. We've got a workshop here. We've got a uni there. There's a lot here. At what point? I mean, Genbo needs to get, and does, on cue, levels out the eco a little bit. Alright, here it is. Two-handed swordsman. They're going to shred. They're going to destroy. Skirms are not going to survive much longer. They all go down. The poor guys... They are down. It's going to be left to the cav archers now, but this elite skirm that are on the other side. They're going to have extra range very soon as well. Feels like a good position here for our Armenian player. And unfortunately, there's going to be some problems for CharChar here. Ballistics now, next armor coming in. No more two-handed sword production. I think it's castle time, though. Oh, God. The reason why there was no more production is because we're waiting to afford champion. It's champion time. I mean, sure, you can go champion, but why don't we make warrior priests? Alright, here we go. More champs. They're all coming in now. I think Genbo doesn't realize, but he can dive. He can dive. He can make the... Go for the vills. Target vills. And now it's champ. And that's what's going to happen. The champions are going to go for the vills. They're going to change their angle of attack. villagers are going to start being attacked, and CharChar taps out, calls the GG there. Genbo gets the win on his home map. Takes the first of this play or two in week 3. You can see what was most created there, the longsword switch. The Magyars just were not quite ready for it, and in fact, there was a castle ready to go down very soon as well. Check out the res collector difference. And to be honest, a lot of this probably came from here and the relics. 1,000 res exactly from the relics. This was Genbo's really early. Really, really early. So it makes a difference over a long, long period of time. It does make a difference. It's a hard map to play, I think. This is a very, very hard map to play. So well done to Genoese Crossbow there. And good effort from CharChar. We look towards game 2 of this set now. We have got game number 2 now. We've got Catans for Genoese Crossbow. Not a Civ I have seen played on this map ever. Mainly because they're new and because we haven't seen a lot of Socotra in 2025. Meanwhile, on the eastern side of the map, we've got CharChar playing as the Bohemians. Going to bring in the Elephant nice and early. And I believe, if we have a look at the scouting, Scout's going forward straight away. CharChar in desperate need of a win. In week 2, we didn't see a lot of laming on this map. In week 1, we definitely saw her try and lame on this map. Very open, but very small. Which does mean, well, I guess you can wall it. Because there's not a lot of tiles to get through. But, I mean, there is nothing in the middle, right? It is some berries, some golden stone and whatever. Like 2 tiny patches of wood, but that's it. Otherwise, all the wood around the outside, around the back. CharChar's now found the zebra. And I don't know if that means there's going to be a Vil coming forward. Or she was just looking around. Is this surely lame? Yeah. She's been 0-5 in the tournament so far. Has to go for it. Spotted. Which sucks. Maybe needs to bring a Vil across to try and help this out now. And the elephant, the poor elephant's going to go back. It's a disaster. And now Genbo will bring in the elephants. And can probably push deer safely now. And CharChar will do the same. So that's what happened in the last round as well. CharChar going with the deer push once the scout took a little bit too much HP damage. There are 5 here. So if you do end up losing or... losing or occupying your scout somewhere else, you can just go out and mill. I think I find myself milling on this map every single game because I use my scout in Dark Age until the thing dies. Lots of Vils walking around here. Need to get that next deer in. It's being a nuisance. Maybe needs to send about 4 more out to the berries as well. That might be handy. Little bit of idle time for both. We're seeing the deer come in. Otherwise, it's a pretty quiet start. Pretty quiet start to this match. I'm looking forward to a bit of Socotra in the ranked ladder coming up. I think there should be some good fun games. We'll definitely look to be casting a lot, I reckon. Of course, I'll be playing some 1v1s as well, but I do like to cast because I do find myself learning from casts as well, especially. Yes, I can play a map 100 times. I feel like that. I mean, that's unfair. That's just turned back after like 2 seconds. Not even 2 seconds. But yeah, I feel like when we watch games, we can learn a little bit from them as well. So, if any Australians or Kiwis end up playing on the ranked ladder and start playing not Arabia and Arena, and I'm live, I'm probably just going to try and jump straight to their games unless I'm like on a mad run of wins. We're looking forward to the passage, of course, but I think a lot of people are going to be banning that map. Alright, last deer now, or last zebra now for Genbo, who is up on 20 vils. And then we have got... Oh, villagers, figure it out. You gotta figure it out. PNG, oh look, PNG definitely falls under my range of acceptable countries. Except I can't say I have ever seen the PNG flag whilst playing this game. So, if there is, 100%. CharChar's walling, and actually one on stone. I don't know if that was a deliberate one on stone, or what the idea was there. We're seeing more militia. Every game, except that last one. I feel like Div C loving their militia so much. This is not even a militia civ. Not even a man-at-arms civ, but we're going militia. Here we go. Here we go. Trying to break through. Katans are up. We don't have the gold for man-at-arms upgrade, unfortunately. But there are 3 militia, and now we're going to see a forward tower. I have been waiting for a tower rush. Okay, we're going to maybe see... Oh, counter tower. Already. Blind counter tower, actually. Which is going to see... Genbo go somewhere else and actually try and take out the stone. And we're going to see stone walls. Bohemian stone walls at the back. I think that's fair enough. Might need to rush over here as well and get some stone walls down here. So PNG's got a 771 and 663 elo. Okay. Is that it? Like, there's just those two. Yeah, nice. I mean, look. I absolutely would. It's more of an Oceania thing than Australia thing, of course, because we like our Kiwi friends. Alright, house goes down, but the stone walls are there. The trouble is now there's no real way to stop this stone wall piece from going down. And it doesn't have the armor yet. No, actually, you don't get any extra armor. I thought unfinished walls didn't have the same armor. But either way, the wall's going to go down because there's nothing that can be done about it. And then CharChar's going to have some problems to face at home. She does have a tower. It was protecting berries. And now she's got nothing. Got no no army out at the moment. It probably has to Vil fight this. Still has to Vil fight this. Everything is full HP here. Meanwhile, back at home, Genbo is looking very smooth. Has got some bigger walls up. And looks quite good. Vils are going to fight. Anything gone down. One Vil's gone down. Second Vil's getting attacked. He's going to get away. CharChar's got to run the weak ones here. Got to find a way to attack the right guys, and does. Not the worst. Should get the scout here as well. Nice little long range on the scout. This Vil will probably go down. I think she's gone. She's gone. She'll get caught. And I think that'll be enough for the man-at-arms. CharChar's got the market out, so needs to start fixing the economy here. Of course, Bohemians do get the gold and stone mining upgrades for free. And that does allow... I mean, that means the gold mining the gold comes in so fast. It comes in so quickly. And... yeah, you can pretty much buy your way to the next stage. And CharChar's out on stone, out on the side here as well. Man-at-Arms has come back. Oh, this field's not fighting, not moving. He's stuck. That's rough. He couldn't move. He didn't know whether to run, to attack. He just... bloody nearly. More walls. Now, and in fact, Castle Age is going to be up at very, very similar times. And Genbo's going to have 9 extra villages. Now that the Khitans have their pastures out and running, it's going to be a hard stop. I imagine it's just going to be steppies from here. No, it's going to be cav archers. I would have thought steppies were the way here to just completely obliterate. I mean, palisade walls don't stand a chance. Yeah, okay. And meanwhile, CharChar's looking for a castle. I like that idea if she's got the time to actually get the stone in. Shouldn't be a problem. Where do you drop this castle? Do you just go Hail Mary? Do you realize, does she recognize that she's behind? Maybe. And just go for a bit of a let's try and flip the game on its head kind of castle? Send another 5 vills forward on top of these ones. And just try. Especially if the man-at-arms go the wrong way. They're going to walk the right way. They're going to see it. Oh no, they're going to see it. Oh no. It's a problem. She snipes the right one though. Good. 700. Okay, where's the castle going? Castle's going to be at home. Safe castle instead. Safe castle's alright. It'll take out that tower and I'll give her access to the stone at home. These vills can run now. They don't need to be here. They don't need to be here anymore. Ah, it's going to be fire lancers. Of course it is. How's the blocking? Oh, look at the blocking. Gets it. Vill sniped. 6 vills down. 37 to 24. The villagers now. Time for a monastery. Time for some monks. Position looks very, very good for Genbo. The CharChar does have a castle and will be able to make Hussite wagons. And those things will kill all this. They just need to be positioned in the right spot. Oh, they've ejected the wrong side. That's a bit annoying. Alright, the Hussites are out. Rolling away. Is there a monk in there? There was a monk in there? No, the monks are CharChars. Of course. Rocket cart. Early redemption would be good here. That monk has not made it, sadly. Are siege towers banned in the tournament? That is a good question, Liam. Patrol stack is banned. Somehow. But I don't actually know about the siege tower. Which version of patrol? The one that apparently, by my understanding, the one that has been making news over the last couple of weeks. That one. Not the one tile one from the last Red Bull. The melee unit. The melee unit patrol forward one. I believe. That's how I read it. The one you can do accidentally, yes. Yes, exactly. I'm not an admin. I would not be banning that myself, because I think that's sadly, that's just on the devs. Zach, how are you going? I hope you're... yeah, hope you're well. And yeah, Liam. I really don't know about the siege towers. I don't think so, because I feel like I saw Chipmunk do it in this tourney as well. Of course, he did it in Gert by Sea, which we didn't ban it. We didn't really know how bad it was at that point. I would ban it if I had... if I knew. Here we go. Okay, Redemption is in. CharChar needs conversions here. She really, really needs conversion. She's got 2, and Genbo's actually going to lose just the 2 rocket carts to monks. Did take 3 monks out at that point. Did I miss a tech come in here? I didn't. That is extremely harsh on CharChar, I think. Those rocket carts did not convert. I don't know if they have some inherent conversion resistance on them, but they did not convert. Yeah, I mean, either way, right? But obviously, yeah, the Hussites can get dropped on with some fire lances pretty quickly. And of course, the monks. The Light Cav will clean up the monks here. And now the Hussite wagons are unprotected. They're all alone. We've got two TCs for Genbo at the moment. 20 vil difference. Situation looks really, really good. CharChar needs to get some luck here. Needs to get some luck with conversions, but against the Light Cav, that's going to be very, very difficult. And more Light Cav are just going to come in. They're going to take the monks. The Relic won't get back home. And I think even the Siege Workshop's going to get denied. It's all slowly falling apart. The push for purple, it's not going to happen. It might happen. Of course, the Light Cav do have conversion resistance. One gets converted. There we go. Definitely requires some pikemen in protection, I would say. 32 villagers. 0 on food. So there will be no more villagers from CharChar. This is it. Oh, this workshop. Not going up. The poor thing just does not want to go up. Light Cav are going to run around the sides. It will be walled up, though. TC coming in the middle now. But the eco is just going to push this game into Genbo's favour further and further. The Light Cav are still roaming around, but they can't get through. The ones that have walked through the walls won't be able to get a lot of value in there. So it looks like they're going to run out now. They're going to come back to join the main army. Time for a monastery. Oh, so definitely no devotion in, because there wasn't even a monastery in. Unfortunately, CharChar, without being on food, is not going to have any access to the pikemen that she needs to counter all this Light Cav, which have got their +4. 7 +4 at the moment. Light Cav are going to come in. There's a lot of monks out there, but I don't know how many conversions they're going to get, if any. And I think everything slowly gets cleaned up here. CharChar's got 3 Light Cav. Actually holds on pretty well. I thought that was going to go a lot worse. Got 3 Light Cav. I think lost maybe 2 monks. So she's still going. Still in the game, but it's 3 TCs to effectively 0. Where's this castle? Okay, this is it. There's 691 on the stone counter. There needs to be a castle somewhere that is serious. A serious castle is needed. Oh, we've got long distance on the gold as well. We need a serious castle. Like, there. I mean, and even then. But, like... yeah. I feel like regardless, it wouldn't actually make that much of a difference. But let's see. Will this castle go up for CharChar? There are 3 Hussite wagons holding the fort at the moment. Where are the famous behemoths? 0 on food. 0 on food. We can't do much with 0 on food. Can't get any pikes. It has to be the Hussites. It's all in on this. This is it. And Imp is on the way for the Khitans, and that will surely end the game. Defensive castle in the... I mean, that's a chicken castle if I've ever seen... Like, it's not even here. Could have gone, like, protect some of the res. We're just... Anyway. Jembo's in a really good spot. He doesn't need to go too... Doesn't need to go aggressive. It's a safe castle. It avoids, you know, it's anti-raid. It's a good one. And of course, I mean, actually, this spot would also be a good spot. But it's just about how do you protect it as well. Because this would be good, because then you can sit your trebs here. It does see it as well. It does, of course, knows about it. Once Imp is in, all this will get cleaned up. In fact, CharChar may even tap out upon seeing him. She needs to push. She needs to push. Now. That is a lot of monks. That is more monks than I know how to micro. I can micro about 2. There is him. Light Cav with devotion are going to be difficult. We're getting heresy. Heresy's coming in. No trebs. Heresy. Suddenly this just quietly, there is a lot here. Go on, CharChar, what have you got? You're gonna have to start, we're gonna need some insane monk micro and some pretty good luck to go along with it. Because I don't know, but I'm intrigued. I want to see what happens. Here we go. How good's the clicking? We're on about 7 or 8 Light Cav at the moment. But Devotion's in, and they are Light Cav. And of course, they've got Heresy, so they're all just going to drop as soon as they get killed. And then the monks will die to the ones that did not get converted. And now, that entire push is gone. But it was worth watching. And on this side, there's 2 light cav tapping at walls. And the GG is called. A nice little end to that one. 46 monks from CharChar. Actually, some really good monk micro there. But with Heresy in, wasn't gonna change much. Can we see the... No, we can't see anything regarding conversions, like a conversion timeline. Because we can see there's 17 all up, but just, I guess how many were here right at the end? So I guess 7 by the looks of it. Okay, so 7 conversions right at the end as that came through. And you can see the APMs for the 2 players there as well in the 40s. But economy, very much Genoese crossbows. Gets the... Was making Vils, got boom up, and got the job done. Well done to Genbo and CharChar. 2 more sets to go. See how that plays out for her.